As an avid follower of American culture and politics, well, Western culture and politics in general, I have now been interested in this concept of black fatigue that has been going around for the past maybe 1 year. And I started wondering, is it is it something organic? Is it really that bad? Or is it just some political tool that people use to boost their side, as in the right wingers, or just to push a narrative which drives certain policies? For instance, this could be the right wing government pushing, or the right wing Republicans pushing against Civil Rights Act laws or police laws, which are seen as aggressive towards black people. So they want people to see the wretchedness of black culture, and use that as a justification to put tougher laws, or run against anti-policing laws from the left. Or it could be something real, as in maybe people actually are acting badly, and it is to the point whereby people are tired and don't want to see it and are now revolting and using social media and the internet to bring it to light. Now, as someone who does not live in America, I'm just an observer, and I don't want people to come after me. Anyway, no one watches my channel. This is just me rambling, because it's YouTube. Why not? So I think that rap music is a poison to black American culture. It is a poison. And it never used to be like that. It started off as kind of like a protest movement, and kind of like, if you listen to the old rap music, you will find the political message in that music. It's kind of like lobbying against the injustices, the police brutality. And there was a very good, I wouldn't say good, it depends on your taste, right? I'm not really a fan of rap music. I like certain songs, and I'll bob my head to the beat of some songs, but in general, I find it to be, I don't to be hard to listen to, because it's so fast. The lyrics, I can't hear most of what they, a lot of what they're saying, even though maybe I may like the beat, but it's too fast for me. And so I have certain songs that I really really like some Eminem songs, some Tupac songs, Coolio songs. Some of them are very good, but most of it is a genre that I just like. Oh well, it's it's a genre. It's part of the spectrum of music, so let it be. But then, like I was saying, it used to be the old rap music used to have some political message, and as time went on, it was bastardized, or it changed. It morphed into this focus on gang dynamics. So when it started focusing on game dynamics, that's when you find the '90s East versus West Coast rap wars, whereby it, and it ended up going tunnel, filtering down to the ground, with the gangs shooting each other and using rap music to diss each other. So that's why it's so common to find rap battles and dissing culture in rap music, and it it's selling so well. Now, if you take that kind of music and give it to a young mind that's still developing, is a young mind that does not know how to navigate the world and is looking for direction and is finding a purpose in the lyrics and the words of a violent, aggressive musical genre. I think things will probably not end up well for that culture or for that group of people. So I feel like rap music has been a negative influence for the black community, and it has accentuated problems that were already there. Problems like poverty, problems like fatherlessness, problems like lack of purpose. It took those things and it's like adding fire to a problem that's already there. So we're not saying that. I'm not saying that rap music is the cause of all Black America's problems, but it definitely contributed. Now, this I feel like this sounds like a right wing talking point, but I'm from the outside, and I'm speaking also as someone who is not really a fan of rap music. So I may be biased, but this is what I think. And also, I'm comparing it to South Africa because in South Africa, there is a similar genre of music which is called Kwaito, and it's called I think it's called there's Kwaito and there's Digong, and those genres were very popular amongst the lower class people or the ghetto people, and you would see similar patterns of behavior, or similar. It's very similar culture to American culture, whereby people who glorify that genre of music tend to be the most number of people who end up in prison, end up selling drugs, or some other uh, criminal venture. So, music is very powerful. It's a very powerful medium to communicate messages, it's a very powerful medium to groom a young mind into a certain direction. Like, for instance, if you grew up listening to gospel a cappella or gospel western music, you're not you're probably going to seek your advice from people who sing gospel, who are associated with gospel music. And those people tend to be in churches, and those people turn to be people who are less likely to rob a bank. So your rap music pulls you towards certain groups of people, and your the type of things you like will make you gravitate towards certain people, and this happens with rap music. Gangsters like rap music, so if your child likes rap music, there's a high probability that they'll end up in the company of gangsters, and that in itself will cause your child to end up adopting the dangerous behaviors of those people and going to jail or worse. So when people say black fatigue, yeah, it's a combination of a narrative being pushed with this new media tool, this new social media tool, to drive right wing Republican policies, and also in general, people in real life who are tired of bad behavior, like bad behavior on the public transport, on trains, bad behavior in Walmart, bad behavior on the street, the lack of decorum, the lack of just acknowledging your fellow human beings, the lack of acceptance of normal social norms, social behaviors. Like, okay, if someone is coming in on a pavement in your direction and you are both in the same line of sight, one of you has to move. If you are a person who grew up with gangster music in your head, you have this sense of machismo. You have this sense of of toxic masculinity, and you don't want to move, and that already upsets the social contract of, you know, looking out for your fellow men, even if you don't know them. So this kind of behavior is it's also affected by racial dynamics. The fact that the history of America is built on a sad, unfortunate history of slavery, of the use of African Americans as labor, and the very real truth that reparations were not really paid for this brutal act against humanity. So there is a sense of resentment with Black Americans. Resentment that you can't just use us for 400 years or 300 years, use our parents, and then just expect us to forgive without making some penance, without attempting to at least do some tangible action which shows that the government really is seeking forgiveness for doing this horrible act to on its citizens, on a portion of its citizens. Like the Japanese people received reparations for the encampment of the Japanese citizens in after during World War II. The same happened for Germany. Has it? No, is it Germany? No, not Germany. But reparations have been paid by many governments to is it Jews? Yeah, to Jews. And the only people who didn't who were not really offered reparations are Black people. So that dynamic is a huge reason why Black people refuse to be subservient to the government, to refuse to play ball with the government, because they're like there is an untied knot that is tugging at the machinery. There is there is unfinished business that still needs to be talked about. That still needs to be. There is a national conversation that needs to be heard, and many people are saying, you were not alive during that time. You were not alive during slavery. Why are you campaigning for reparations? You're just lazy. You want free money. No, it's not really about that. It's about the concept of forgiveness. Because to for someone to forgive you, you have to ask for forgiveness first. You have to make an effort, penance. And the government never did that. The government of the US just said, oh, well, forget about it. It happened, okay, whatever. We gave you Martin Luther King. What else do you want? Do you want Black History Month? There, you can have the coldest month of the year as Black History Month. What else do you want? We gave you some streets here and there. Forget about it. Quit whining. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Stop misbehaving. And that in itself is not a good strategy because of the enormity of the crime. So I think the government made it. The government was supposed to do reparations in the form of education, make a free education for all black kids at tertiary level, as a form of reparations. That would have benefited the government by producing more upstanding citizens and less crime in the community, and also benefited the Black community by uplifting and causing a shift upwards in class economics. So I don't know. It seems like I'm in the middle with this black fatigue thing because I see both sides of the issue. But as a black man, I turned to want to support my fellow black brothers in America, and but I also want to support them in a in an advisory way, that you know what? Rap music, I want to urge them to stay away from rap music, stay away from drugs, stay away from things you can control, and you know, these are the, to me, these are the basics. Like, just avoid gangs. That makes life better for everyone, and people will not be throwing these slurs and throwing this word black fatigue if at least everyone tries.